Jai Jinendra to one and all. Uh, Welcome you to the session. Today's session, as such, is a different topic per se, apart from what we have always been hearing day in, day out. Our session today, use of ChatGPT and AI for CA practice. It has been organized by the Midtown Mumbai chapter of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation. Just a brief note about the activities of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation. So it is basically our mission at the JCAF is to invite all fellow Jain professionals across the globe to become a united force as contributor, collaborator, and co-worker for its objectives and to synergize their strength collectively to achieve the purpose of the organization. See, it is we are today we are not connected. It is this JCF is bringing a platform for the finance world together, and networking is the base where we can come together and learn many things. So today's coming to today's session per se, say we have a super speaker with us on the topic of ChatGPT and AI. So, apart from Vivek Bhai's introduction, I would say he is our family member. He is the PRO of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation Mumbai chapter itself. He holds the position. Apart from that, he's the certified forensic auditor and lawyer and a chartered accountant practicing in Mumbai. He specializes in international taxation, crypto advisory, and offshore business setups. His clients range from startups to public limited companies listed on stock exchanges. His clients are spread across 16 countries. He has assisted many companies on setting up operations globally in a tax efficient and a legal compliant manner. Has advised businessmen, professionals, bankers, CBI officers, and bureaucrats of various ministries of the Indian government. He has been selected as an international speaker by ICAI for UAE tax laws. So, with this introduction, all of us who do not know, most of us would be knowing Vivek Bhai, but still, those who do not know would know what Vivek Bhai uh, is all about. And after the session, each one would agree that this introduction that I gave about Vivek Bhai is very small as compared to his talent. Thank you, Vivek Bhai, for accepting our invitation. Over to you, sir. The stage is all set for you. Is yours.
Thank you very much.
Vivek Bhai, sorry to interrupt in between. Kochar sir is here. Uh, Shantilal Kochar ji, our Apex president of JCF. Sir, a few words. Okay, fine, sir. Chalo, we'll have it at a later stage. Over to you, Vivek Bhai. Sorry.
Sure, sure. Yes. Thank you very much to everyone at JCF, the Midtown chapter, JCF Mumbai, JCF Apex. I recognize the presence of Shantilalji Kochar, sir, Apex president, Amrit Purwalji, sir, president of JCF Mumbai, all committee members, and all advisors to JCF, and members, participants, and my colleagues and friends. Today's session holds a lot of significance for us as professionals. We as professionals would have mastered all the sections of the Income Tax Act, multiple notifications, sections of GST, court pronouncements on both of these topics, and we must have kept ourselves abreast with the latest developments related to accounts and finance or taxation in our country. But in today's day and age, and in today's time, it is extremely important for us as chartered accountants to use technology to our advantage. In today's session, I will show you what are the various tools, techniques, tips, and tricks of how AI can help us as chartered accountants or as professionals to enhance the work that we are already doing. This session is focused more on utilizing the benefits of something that is already developed. I nowhere am I trying to imply that we should try and develop anything like this for our fraternity, because we are not engineers and it is not our domain. So let us concentrate on what we're good at, and then let us see how we can use technologies to enhance the work that we're doing in our day-to-day life. So just to give a very quick background about what we will discuss and deliberate, and the reason why I say discuss is because I want each one of you all to ask questions to the moderators. If there are any questions, please read them out. I'll be happy to answer them as and when there are questions being asked. To participants, if you want to know more about any particular thing, please.
हेलो। अरे मैम, क्या डिस्कशन हुआ ऐसा?
Hello. Yeah. So to all the participants over here, I would appreciate if you could just put
एक्चुअली
your
क्या मुझे चाहिए जो परमानेंट कर सके ना। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपके लिए कंफर्टेबल है और नजदीक भी हो आप तो।
thank you, Bala. What I would request is that keep your microphone on mute for most part of it. Only when you have a question, just unmute it and ask a question. Or if you want, you could put it in the chat box and the moderators could ask the question. So having said that, first we will discuss about what are the practical uses, what are the types of generative AI that we can use. So when we say chat GPT refers to the technology which is known as generative AI, something that creates content, something that creates written content, video content, sound-based content, or music content, and or something that creates any form of information which is compiled from various sources of the internet and is presented to us in one particular form or format. Then we will discuss about the practical uses, how we can use them, how it can help us. Then I'm coming to one particular segment on presentations. Most of us, not just most of us present over here, but most of us in the world, almost 98.5% of the people in this world end up using only one particular software for presentations, and that's called as PPT. If anyone amongst us present over here are using any other software for presentation, please put it in the chat box. I'll be very happy to know if anyone is using any software other than PPT. So the entire segment is going to cover presentations in general and what are the various forms, tips, tricks, and techniques that we can use for that. And then finally, with that, then we will come to an end of the program. Yes. So to begin with, I would like to give you a brief introduction about AI, how AI can be used, what are the points that each one of us should consider, and how it will help us in improving our efficiency. So first and foremost, AI is artificial intelligence, as most of us already know, and AI is something which is redefining the way we interact with each other and the way we interact with the world. Is how AI is developed and designed today. When we talk about artificial intelligence, does it mean that it will replace humans? To a very great extent, yes, a lot of jobs will become redundant. Accountancy definitely being one of them, and that is one of the reasons why it is important for chartered accountants to know how. That is why it is important for chartered accountants to know why our roles are going to change as AI is implemented. I'm also going to give you an example of one particular website which does complete accounting, right from bank reconciliation till finalization. Everything is done by the chatbot itself. You only have to go and overview whether the transactions are correct or not. So wait for it till the time we get over there. Second is the accuracy. Now these are models which are designed and trained. Okay, so models that are designed and trained, that there is a particular cutoff date. So any information that may have come into existence after the cutoff date may not necessarily reflect in ChatGPT or any other AI tools. Similarly, if you're looking for some latest information, then in that case you should use another AI tool instead of ChatGPT, which is called as Gemini, or which is by Google. So Google has integrated AI-based search engine, AI-based generative technology along with its search engine feature. So अब आप जब भी गूगल में कुछ सर्च करोगे तो आपको टॉप 5 रिजल्ट्स तो आएंगे ही, बट in addition to that you will also see that Google will give a generative AI description of what you have searched for. Another point which is important over here is accuracy of data. In a lot of cases, it is observed that data is not completely accurate, but that doesn't mean it is fully inaccurate also. So as far as accuracy is concerned, it is a major problem, it is a major issue, and hence do not rely completely is what I always tell everyone. AI is a tool or a methodology which you have to use to increase your efficiency. Don't fall into the trap of using AI blindly, which will make you dependent on it, and you could also go wrong. Third is the efficiency part. AI can actually simplify a lot of things for you. For example, let's just look at this presentation. This presentation is made on Prezi, and it's a different tool which you can use for making presentations. And just look at the entire format. The entire format and everything is created by Prezi. And as far as my work was concerned, I only had to put in the data and type in the data. Rest everything is done automatically by Prezi. So this is the beauty of using using tools which can actually enhance your efficiency and improve your work life. So now when we talk about let's say what are the practical uses. Sorry, yeah, and one more point before I move on to the practical uses is about pricing. Most of these tools, most of the AI-based new age tools are expensive. They have a monthly or a yearly subscription, and the subscription runs in dollars, right? So for something, you may not necessarily feel the need to pay money for that, but that may cost you $50. And something which is free, something that is free, you could be really very helpful to you. So look at the pricing, because each and every tool, each and every program or application that you will use may have a price attached to it. And then there are three models in that. One is a fully paid model where you get all features all together. Second is a freemium model where some features are free and some are paid. That is why it is called as a freemium model. And the third is a free model. So ChatGPT, most of the features are absolutely free right now, so you don't need to subscribe to it. But in case if you want to use higher features, high-end features of making videos from text, then in that case you have to subscribe to the paid model, which is somewhere around $40 a month. So see what is useful for you, and then only pay. If there is most of these already have a free trial period. So make sure that if you're giving your credit card for a free trial period, make sure that you've then disabled transactions, or you have cancelled the subscription after your free trial ends. So I want to ask all the participants over here, how many of you all have used AI-based tools other than ChatGPT? And if you have used, what is the name of the tool that you have used? Please take a minute and comment in the chat box over here. I want to understand who has used what tools, so that I will have a better idea and understand who has used what kind of tools till now. So please take a minute, and please, I encourage all of you all to type if you have used anything other than ChatGPT. Any AI tool, if you have used other than ChatGPT, please feel free, please mention over here. Copilot, MS Office 365. Okay, we've got two answers, one from Himali and one from Ramesh Jain. Piyusha has used Gamma. And we have one more answer coming in. ChatSonic, yes, yes, Hiral bhai, it's a wonderful tool. I'm going to talk about it as well. Bing and Copilot, Mavi ji has used that. Okay. All right. So with these answers, I think I have a fair idea of what kind of tools have been used by our members and participants over here. So let's move to generative AI tools, and I will take each one of these tools and briefly explain what is a capability of the tool and how we can use it in our offices, in our businesses, and in our lives. Yes. So when we talk about generative AI tools, the most recognized one by a very large margin will be ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has actually revolutionized the way we search for information or try to get answers from the internet. So what ChatGPT does is whenever you ask a particular question, it uses language processing models, it uses its technology and processing capabilities to arrive at an answer which could probably be what you are looking for. It is not necessary that the kind of answer that you get will be correct. Whenever you ask for any medical information, financial information, or tax or accounting or professional or legal information, there is always a disclaimer that you will get at the end that, this is what is the answer, but it is always advisable to go to a professional and seek correct advice. Another tool which I feel is better than ChatGPT in a lot of ways is actually Gemini by Google. So gemini.google.com is the link for Gemini. And on Gemini, you have the option to search the latest information, which ChatGPT has a cutoff date. So after the cutoff date, it has not been updated. So if you want to know latest information, Gemini is the tool that you should ideally look for. Now, how can we leverage both of these two tools that I've just mentioned, ChatGPT or Gemini? As far as for example, if you want to search for any case law, you can put in the facts of the case and you will get certain information which is generated by ChatGPT or by Gemini. Now, what you should ideally do is, whatever information you get from ChatGPT, leverage that, take the name of the case law and search for it on Google, not on Gemini, on Google, and see whether you are getting links to the actual case law or not. Because in some cases, it is observed that ChatGPT is giving case laws which actually don't exist. So just imagine if you're making a submission for ITAT and if you were to depend on that, you would actually make a mockery of yourself when the honorable members figure that, this case law doesn't exist. So never rely completely on ChatGPT. Take information from ChatGPT and put it to test and see whether that is actually true or not. Coming to Gemini, Gemini is for latest information and latest details. So if you want to know what is happening, let's say if you want to know which are the countries where Indians can travel visa free, hypothetically, abhi vacation aa raha hai. So ChatGPT may not be able to give you correct information because there was a cutoff date back in 2021. But Gemini is something that can give you that information precise till date. But however, again, there will be a disclaimer that please do check on the respective consulate's website. But definitely do check. So if you get a list of 65 countries where Indians can travel visa free or with visa on arrival, सीधा ticket book mat kar dena. Go and check on the consulate's website also whether that is true or not. Copilot by Microsoft is a little bit of an advanced version of what Gemini by Google is, which is again free, and the paid version of ChatGPT. So the paid version of ChatGPT, as in certain features of the paid version of ChatGPT, plus Gemini by Google, which is free, when both are combined, it becomes Copilot by Microsoft. Copilot by Microsoft has image processing capabilities and video processing capabilities. That is to say, agar aap bolte ho, if you write a prompt, so everything works on prompt, you have to give instructions to it to understand how this is working. So when you give a prompt, let's say in the prompt you want to say that create a picture of an auditorium where there are 500 lawyers sitting and 500 lawyers are seated and and there is a presentation going. So if you were to put that prompt, Copilot by Microsoft actually has that capability to create that kind of an image on basis of a prompt that you have given. Let's take a step further. You already have a picture of yours. Okay, let's say you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower and you want to get that picture animated in a manner where you want to put some additions and you want to remove something. Microsoft Copilot still has that capability. So you can upload your own picture and then you can train or give a prompt to make changes to that picture. That is not very accurate as of now, but yes, you have that option of doing that. So you could definitely try that. For example, if you want to say, let's say you visited the Eiffel Tower and on that day it was a cloudy day. So you want to upload that picture and you want to show that the brightness is good. The picture was a little dull, so you want to increase the brightness. You want to put clouds over. You want to clear the clouds and put a blue color sky and make it picture perfect with sun shining brightly. You can upload the picture, put your prompts, and then wait for the result to come. As of now, Copilot is on a early mode. So anyone who wants to use it right now, it's free. Maybe in future it could be paid, but make the most of it till when it is free. Then comes something called as Mistral Chat. Now, this is something which I'm sure 90 or 95% of us would not have heard of, but this is fantastic. This is fantastic. as far as logical reasoning is concerned, or as far as advanced reasoning is concerned, or as far as problem solving is concerned. Let me give you an example of explaining what this portal is capable of, or what this technology is capable of. So on Mistral, let's say you ask a riddle. Okay, you ask a riddle that I have 3 apples today, and I ate 1 apple yesterday. So how many apples are there in my hand today? Okay. So Mistral will actually come up with an answer like this, and I've tried this and tested it. That's why I'm telling you. Mistral will say that if you said that you have 3 apples today and you ate one yesterday, so yesterday's apple doesn't count in the count that you have today. I've tried it, I've tested it, and it works fantastically. So the correct answer is 3, and Mistral actually gives the correct answer to be 3. And so, as far as logical reasoning is concerned, problem solving is concerned, you can describe an entire case, entire scenario, and then you can expect an answer. And in the most likely scenario, you will get a proper answer or a correct answer to it. Then comes one more fantastic app. Again, it is on a freemium model, so most of the features are free. Some are paid. You can choose whether to use a free or the paid one. Is Perplexity. Now, Perplexity is an app which you can download both on Apple Store as well as in the Google Play Store. And once you've downloaded it, just register on it, put your basic details in it, and it has got an excellent user interface, which is called as a UI. It has got seamless integration. It uses internet to search on your tips. So Perplexity is my personal favorite out of these generative AI tools, and I highly recommend you all also to use it. Of course, I hope, yeah, sorry. So Perplexity is my personal favorite, and I highly recommend you all to use it. And yeah, just a disclaimer, none of these tools that I'm recommending over here have paid me to advertise for them. So this is an unbiased opinion that I'm sharing about all of these tools. So you can use Perplexity. I personally use Perplexity, and it's fantastic, and it's working really very well. Sometimes there are some technical glitches, but excluding those technical glitches, it works beautifully well. Then we come to Write Sonic. So Write Sonic can create professional blogs, can create professional write-ups, can create emails, can create sales pitches. It can create content for your website. It can do copywriting. So Write Sonic is a tool which you should use for creating new content like this. I will also be covering other generative AI tools in which I will be talking about content creation related to this. But yes, so Write Sonic can actually help you with creating this kind of content. Long form content is what I was trying to explain. Yes, so that's a correct word. So Write Sonic helps you to create long form content, and you can explain. Let's say, for example, you are a chartered accountant and you want to write an email to a CEO of a company who's looking to hire a new auditor, and it has come to you from a reference of a friend. And the name of the friend is, let's say, Puneet, and he has recommended you to meet Hiral, and you are the one who's approaching the CEO. Now, in this case, Write Sonic can actually write an entire email, which will sound very professional. You can choose the tone in which you want to write. You want to write in an affirmative tone, in a persuasive tone, that for example, you want to persuade someone. Please, aapka audit mujhe de dijiye. You want to write in an authoritative tone, that you must give the audit to me. So, it understands human emotions and human language, and accordingly, it will do its drafting, and accordingly, it will prepare the long form content. Now, for written content, all of these tools, all of these previous tools that you saw on the previous page, all the tools that you're seeing even on this page, can be used for creating reports, can be used for creating inferences, can be used, if you explain the facts of the case, it can even give an inference. I have personally used it. To a very large extent, even for preparing reports. So a basic write-up is ready, and then of course you can add to it, you can edit it, you can make changes to it. Engagement letters can be prepared using these tools. Your audit reports can be prepared using these tools. Your findings can be summarized, paraphrased, rephrased, shortened, increase the length of your paragraph. Everything can be done on all of these tools. So let's say you have prepared one paragraph of something and you want to increase the length of the paragraph to 2 paragraphs. So basically, आपके पास एक पैराग्राफ का कंटेंट, आपको 2 पैराग्राफ उसमें से करने हैं, and you just want to elongate what you have already written. So in that also you can use something called as customwritings.com, and customwritings.com has that option. Spinbot.com also has that option. Instatext.io. Okay. So a lot of places where you have AI generated content. So now uh, uh, social media platforms have been designed to identify what is AI generated and what is human generated, and whatever is human generated gets pushed a little more compared to AI generated, because किसी इंसान ने उसमें effort डाली है. So the chances are that the algorithm will support human generated content over AI generated content on social media. Since most of us over here are chartered accountants or professionals over here on this platform, I would highly recommend and suggest each one of you all. Of course, this has got nothing to do with AI right now, at least in this context, but I would highly recommend each one of you all to either tweet something on a daily basis related to your area of practice, or write something on a weekly basis on LinkedIn or on any other social media that you're active on, or create content and just keep uploading. Just keep uploading. You never know what will click, when, how, and why. The code of ethics in India applicable to professionals is so outdated, and more so the ones which are applicable to chartered accountants are so outdated that social media did not exist when the rules were formed. How do we as chartered accountants get visibility? Ultimately, it is everything boils down to visibility. So when you are decimating knowledge, you are absolutely allowed legally to decimate as much knowledge as you want to. There is nothing that prohibits you. Most of the council members are running their either YouTube channels or Facebook pages or Instagram pages or Twitter accounts. So decimation of knowledge is legally allowed. So keep creating more and more content on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, and just keep posting. You will get a lot of feedback, a lot of traction. People will notice you. Not necessarily everyone will like. देखते सब है, like सब नहीं करते हैं. But when you meet people, they will come back to you and they will ask you a query. That query may get converted into a lead into business, and business into profits. It's a long story. It's a long journey, but you've got to start somewhere. And I will also talk about since I've touched upon this point, I will also take this point about how we can create social media content for ourselves using AI. This was not originally a part of my presentation, but I will also talk about it now. There is a beautiful tool called as Canva, Canva. On Canva, what you have to do is you can create 100 tips, 100 finance tips. I've done it, and hence I'm telling you. Create 100 finance tips. Ask ChatGPT to create 100 finance tips. ChatGPT will tabulate it and will create a table and will send it to you. In that, take that table and copy paste that entire table in an Excel sheet or in a .csv file. So open Excel, copy paste it over there. Now we go to Canva, and on Canva there is an option where you can create a standard template, your name, your degree, your profession, your address, mobile number, whatever you want to write. और बीच में जो है, बीच का जो content है, there you can put your tip, whatever tip you want to give. Anyone who follows me on Instagram can go and search for it. Last year I had run this campaign, and I got a lot of traction from it. Of course, it doesn't get converted into leads, but it definitely leads to a lot of visibility. And you just have to copy paste that ChatGPT generated content into Canva. There is a particular process of linking it. Anyone who wants it can get in touch with me after this session, and I will be happy to show you videos on it, and you can do it yourself. And click the create button. Creating content on ChatGPT will take you less than 5 minutes. Creating the pattern, जो खोखा होता है, to create that pattern, it will take you another 10 to 15 minutes. Let's say you're on 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Linking both the data of ChatGPT with Canva will take you another 5 to 10 minutes. And then just click on the create button, and within 30 minutes, you have data for the next 30 days. This is the power of AI. And this is how, and otherwise, if you had to make 100 such tips by yourself, just imagine the amount of time it would take. So take that data, keep on posting it. There are multiple apps, again, free apps, paid apps that you can use for scheduling your posts. There's something called as buffer.com, buffer.com. There's something called as Publer, publer.io. I personally use Publer. Take Publer or take buffer.com, take later.com, later.com. Take these apps and connect them with your social media and start posting over there, and leverage the power of AI. Leverage the power of AI with the power of social media, and you will definitely get benefits in the long run. Now, coming back to written content. So as I said, social media is now designed where it can actually understand what is AI-based, AI-generated content and what is human-generated content. So if you still want to evade AI-generated content, you want to create content which is AI-generated, but you still want to evade that, what will you do? Create content using AI, जितने भी tools इसके पहले वाले slide में थे, create a content over here, copy paste that either into spinbot.com or instatext.io. It will rephrase, paraphrase, change the context, keep the same context, change the text, and give it to you. Now that avoids plagiarism. Plagiarism means आपने कितना copy किया या नहीं किया या AI generated content है या नहीं है. So it saves you from plagiarism. It favors the algorithm of social media, and it creates and as I said, you can also change the tone if you want to using another tool. So you can use a mixture of these 2 or 3 different AI tools, and you can create content which is actually as if a human has created. Coming to another AI tool is Notion. Now Notion is a workspace. It's not just a tool. It's an app, free app है, download कर लीजिए, notion.io. It is available both in Play Store and Apple Store. So on Notion is a workspace. There you can write what are your reminders, things to do, places to visit, books to read, groceries to buy, whatever. मतलब जो भी आपका है, it is an entire workspace. कितने क्लाइंट के GSTR 1 भरने हैं, कितने के 3 भरने हैं, कितने का GSTR 9 at the end of the year भरना है, कितने का 9C है, 10 है. You can create everything. You can create workflows in it. You can create reminders in it. You can create checklists in it. Now, in doing each of those activities, Notion gives you the power of artificial intelligence. For example, you attended today's session. I'm assuming you liked it. Okay, I'll take assumptions in my view. I am assuming you liked it, and now you want to write a thank you note to me on LinkedIn. What you can do is you can download Notion. There is an Ask AI option. There is an AI option, and in AI, you can say that write a short thank you note for the speaker of XYZ session on so and so date to be written and to be sent on LinkedIn. The moment you say LinkedIn, it automatically understands कि उसकी length बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं करनी है, छोटा ही रखना है, short रखना है, professional words use करने हैं. However, if you were to change it to and say that write an email as a thank you note, so accordingly it will draft what has to be written. So this is the power of Notion. Not just this. Let's say you want to make a social media post about one latest tax amendment which has happened. Now, what is the context of the tax amendment is something that you already know, or you're going to put a copy of the Gazette as a picture and upload it on social media. So on Notion, you can go and say that there is a change. Write a short Instagram text or a post to announce that this new change in income tax is effective from so and so date. Notion will write it, make corrections to it, make changes to it, upload it. So instead of you thinking कि क्या लिखना है, कैसे लिखना है, क्या करना है, let AI take all of that effort to do it for you. And most of the things that I've mentioned till now are free to use. And again, some are free, some are paid, but some are a premium model. But everything that I'm discussing right now till now is already free. You can definitely use all of these for free. And if you like it, you can subscribe to it. So this is about written content. Now, since the topic is about written content, and since I've already spoken about social media, now I'll merge both of these together. And I would request each one of you and suggest and highly recommend each one of you to write at least one blog as a post on LinkedIn on a weekly basis on whatever is your topic of expertise, and not necessary that आप ही को पूरा लिखना है. अब तो मैंने आपको दिखा भी दिया है कि AI कैसे कर सकता है. So use the power of AI, write something so that people start observing you. And once people start observing you, people will come back to you, people will engage with you, people will discuss with you, they will take your opinion. And of course, make sure that whatever is your area of expertise, you are a master at it. So take help of AI to generate content. Written content is what I've discussed in detail over here. I've also explained how Notion can be used. Please download the Notion app. You will thank me later. But एक बार अभी तो download कर लीजिए. And the other app was on the first page over here was Perplexity. So download these two apps. You can actually integrate both of them together, leverage one against the other, take the expertise of both, and create content, which is the third thing. Now coming to accounting and finance. Okay, I think for accounting and finance, I think my face will not be visible because I'm concentrating on the slide over here. There's some issue in the designing. So coming to accounting and finance, which is our core area, and which is something that all of us are, all of us are involved in. So Bookie.ai is a complete accounting solution. Complete. When I say complete accounting, it absolutely means everything related to it. Absolutely everything related to it. And just a minute. I'm just starting. Yeah. So it's a complete accounting. Yeah, it's a complete accounting solution, and yes, and that can actually assist you with right from journal entries to finalization. And it costs something as less as $50. $50 का होता है 4,000 ₹4,500 रुपया महीने का, and it is totally automated and it learns. So there is machine learning embedded with artificial intelligence. So hypothetically, you have a recurring expenditure, let's say salary. So to one person, you're paying a salary of say 25,000. To someone, you're paying 10,000. Someone, you're paying 50,000. Someone, you're paying 2 lakhs. So the moment it understands from your bank statement that X amount of salary is being paid to a particular person, then in that case, it will understand and it will learn that this head is salary. Once you've explained it to it, once you tag your transactions, once you've explained it, it will automatically start categorizing that transaction into the head of salary. Second is DOCYT, which is Docket. Docket is, again, it is not as complete an accounting tool as what Bookie is, but it is definitely a good accounting tool. Both of these have collaborations or integrations with QuickBooks. In India, not many people use QuickBooks. QuickBooks was earlier there in India, but now it has exited India, as in it has stopped operations in India. But overseas, a lot of accounting still happens on QuickBooks. So when you're targeting clients in the US, the UK, in Africa, QuickBooks is still predominantly used over there. When you look at countries like Australia and New Zealand, a software called as Xero, Xero is used. I think Bookie also has an integration with Xero. Unfortunately, both of these don't have any integration with Zoho or with Tally, which is used most often in India for accounting. Now coming to Data Sniper is also an accounting tool. It can use it has multiple functions inside the tool. For example, if you're a large company and if you have a staff of, let's say, 200 people only in your accounts, finance, and tax department, you will have verticals, right? Someone will handle direct tax, someone will handle indirect tax, someone will handle internal audit, someone will handle statutory audit, as in coordination with the auditors, someone will handle some other parts. So Data Sniper actually gives you those verticals and those functions कि आपको किस function के लिए ये AI tool use करना है. So that is the level of detail that Data Sniper has, and of course Data Sniper is highly specialized, so the charges are extremely high. They start only from, I think, 200 or 300 pounds, or sorry, euros per month, per user per month. So and it can perform multiple functions, right? Bookie and Docket ideally are for small and medium-sized businesses where entire accounting can be done online using AI directly from a bank account. It snatches it pulls in your bank account statement directly from the bank itself. There are integrations which QuickBooks has with banks, and then you integrate QuickBooks with Bookie.ai, and then it automatically pulls in all data all together. Now, coming a little to the Indian side of it, coming to the Indian side, there is a software called as auditorsdesk.in. It is a homegrown software grown by people who, some of them were chartered accountants, some of them are engineers, all of them are Indian, and they are doing a fantastic job as far as documentation in any audit is concerned. So Auditor's Desk does the work of audit documentation right from the planning stage till the execution stage, till the sampling, from planning, sampling, walkthrough, testing, execution, and signing of the audit report. And whatever has to be documented according to the auditing standards, everything gets documented. There are pre-made questionnaires which are generic in nature. You just have to either tick yes, no, give your comments over there. What work have you done? How have you tested your methodology, sampling or random sampling method? Everything is there within the software itself, and it can do audit in compliance with the peer review requirements, in compliance with the account auditing standards, and in compliance with what NAFRA may or may not need from you if you were pulled up by NAFRA or the disciplinary committee and in future. And another tool, of course, it is not completely an AI tool because it doesn't learn by itself, is Tally on Wheels. Tally on Wheels, again, the Indian homegrown company, homegrown. Some people are also chartered accountants in their team. What Tally on Wheels does is it integrates your tally and finds and does an audit on your behalf, which is the preliminary level work which any auditor would do. For example, if you were doing ledger scrutiny, so that entire ledger scrutiny is done automatically on Tally on Wheels. It will give you a lot of insights which otherwise would take a lot of human hours. So whatever is the basic level of audit that has to be done, that Tally on Wheels can do automatically. It is not very expensive. They charge what 300 or 400 rupees per company, but you have to pay for like 30, 40 companies together. So you pay 10, 12,000 or 15,000 rupees as a one-time subscription fee of course, per annum. But you get 30, 40 companies that you can actually link with Tally on Wheels, and it uses its logic, its inbuilt logic. It's not because it is not artificial intelligence. It uses its inbuilt logic to give you insights on what has to be checked, what is not correct, which debit accounts are showing credit balance, which credit accounts are showing debit balance, where has cash gone negative in the year. So these things actually happen in small and medium-sized enterprises. Like cash has gone negative. Now, how is that even possible? But hota hai, kai baar hota hai. So then those become our audit observations. And coming to the stock markets, again, homegrown company Jarvis Invest is something which uses AI, which does chart studies, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and then it recommends which stocks to invest in, which stocks not to investment. So they are registered with SEBI. So Jarvis Invest is actually registered with SEBI, and they are a regulated entity in India. Again, homegrown company. So when it comes to the stock markets, there are tools. There are many more tools. This is just one example. And again, none of these people have paid me to advertise for them. So there are many more stock market related tools that you can take. You can check, test them, put them to use, and understand how they work, how they function. And you can make use of these tools for yourselves, for your clients, to increase your outsourcing practice. Let's say you're getting accounts outsourcing work from the US, and you don't even want to deploy, let's say, a full-time accountant in India, and everything that you're going to get from your client is on QuickBooks. So just attach book.e.ai to it, let automatic accounting happen, and then you can just have a human for overviewing it, right? मतलब वो एंट्री भी करनी क्यों है आपको, जब वो एंट्री करने का काम भी ऑटोमेटिक हो जाता है. So this will actually help you increase your professional avenues. So try to use these what do you call these tools, and let me know if they actually help you. Just a minute. Now I will go back to my presentation. Yeah, I think I am in my presentation. Yeah. So any questions till now, moderators? Are there any questions to all participants? Do you guys have any questions? I don't want to make it like a monologue. Please ask your questions. I'll be very happy to answer them. If if you would like to know something more about this, I'll take up your questions in the middle of the session rather than saying, and all questions will be taken at the end. So moderators, any questions from the audience?
Sir, Shaili Jain has a question. Can we integrate Zero with QuickBooks with Book.key AI?
Yes. Yes. In fact, yes, they have a very good option to integrate a QuickBooks with Book.e.ai. Now, I'll tell you how this works. Firstly, ask your client to subscribe to QuickBooks as a business. Once they subscribe to QuickBooks as a business, there is an accountant option also, but you have to ask your client to subscribe as a business. Ask them to subscribe as a business. Connect your bank accounts with QuickBooks. Once you connect your bank accounts with QuickBooks, automatically the bank statements will get fetched into the accounting into the books of accounts of QuickBooks. Now take the QuickBooks ka API and link it with bookee.ai, which is complete automatic accounting. Now, once you've done that, it will automatically start segregating and identifying. ये आपका रेंट का पेमेंट जा रहा है, ये आपके टैक्सेस जा रहे हैं, ये आपकी सैलरी है, ये आपका 401k का contribution, which is like PFPT, ESIC of the US. So it will automatically start segregating all of that, and it will tell you whether there are any mistakes. It will tell you if there is any wrong posting according to the artificial intelligence of bookee.ai. It will already tag the transactions. For example, I give examples of rent, electricity, and taxes, or telephone. So it will automatically tag that if it's, for example, if it is going to AT&T in the US, yeah, it is going to Airtel in India. That means it is a telephone payment or a mobile phone payment. So similarly, it uses artificial intelligence to reduce the work that you as a human would have to do. So yes, you can integrate it, and I've explained how you can integrate it. We have another question from CA Bharat Jain. I'll just scroll up and see what the question was. Okay, somehow I'm not able to see the question. Moderate, can you take
which tool is the best for drafting notice reply, and how can we make best use of it, either by paying premium of tool?
Correct. For drafting a reply to a notice, I think you can use a combination of two tools. First is ChatGPT and second is Bard. The reasons for that is, and of course, for both of these, you don't need to take the premium tool for this. What you can do is you can use ChatGPT to draft a response and say what are the points to be included. And you can use Bard to search for case laws and then search Google to check whether the case law suggested is actually correct or not, if it is for that. But generally in income tax, they will ask you for response to, let's say in 143.2, they've given a long annexure and they've asked for multiple things. So for that, there is no homegrown Indian tool that has come to my knowledge till now, which can do all of that. Okay, that you just upload a notice and then you automatically start getting information being retrieved. But from a drafting perspective, I think ChatGPT plus Google Bard would be a good combination. Yeah. So now we move forward with the presentation. Another major aspect which I think we all of us as chartered accountants should consider is making presentations. Okay. Now, as far as making presentations are concerned, most of us, as I said, the world average is 98.5% of the people use Microsoft PowerPoint. But the world has not moved. The world has moved a lot after Microsoft PowerPoint came some 20 years ago. But people have not moved on from PowerPoint, and probably they have not explored what other AI-based tools can do as far as making presentations are concerned. Yeah, so now my question to the audience over here, please make use of the chat feature, or if you want to unmute and give an answer, please do that. Feel free to do that. Has anyone used any presentation tool other than PPT? If yes, which one? Please take a minute. GSC in time says no. Bharat Jain also says no. Mahavir Jain says no. Hiral Bhai says no. Avina says no. Anyone for a yes? Anyone who's used it? Darshil says no. If anyone's used it, I'll be very happy to discuss more on that. Gamma, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so Dhaval Patwa also says no. Yes for Prezi. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Sorry, I say yes for Prezi. Yes, I'm using Prezi. You can see it in front of you, your screens. Okay, so from what I understand is most of us have not used anything other than PPT as a presentation tool. So now my suggestion is first, again, go on Prezi. You don't need to give a credit card details. You can log in for free, use a free version. I have been using it for 7-8 years now, and I've never felt the need to take the paid version. So go on Prezi and download it. It will simplify your life for making presentations, putting animations, changing the screens. ये देखो ना, मतलब मैंने तो इसमें सिर्फ even on my screen that you see right now, I've only put the text that you see. Rest everything is auto-generated. The screen transitions, the designing, the color, everything is auto-generated. Everything is auto-generated. What you see in front of your eyes right now. Yeah. So when it comes to other tools, again, you can use a combination of tools. Some are free, some are paid, some are freemium. So when you use these tools, it actually simplifies your job. Now, what I will do is I will have to just a minute. I will close anyway. Yeah, I will change the screen over here to my webcam, and I will give you an example. So just trying to make it more interactive for all of you all over here. Yes. Now I will share my screen again, and I will show you how can we make a presentation on Prezi. So just give me a minute. I'll share my screen. My screen is just loading for Prezi, and it gives multiple options. Yeah, there you go. Share screen. Yeah. Now what you see in front of your eyes is Prezi. I've logged into Prezi, and now I say I want to create a presentation. So I just go on create presentation over here. The moment I click on create presentation as a free tool, it says that these are the AI based templates. Now, what are these AI based templates? मतलब क्या है? Now let's just see some of these presentations and see whether it can actually help you somewhere. So I will click over here on this AI template. It says sticky note, light assistant. So we will use it. Sorry, just a minute. So we go where and sorry. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't see this, but it was covered. So let's give the title to this presentation: AI for Finance. Anyone on the web? Continue. Assuming you have to go tomorrow and give a presentation on AI for finance, well, you can always use my presentation. Just change my name, put your name. I'm absolutely fine with it. Now, look how this entire presentation is made in less than 5 minutes. So this is a live demo of what you're going to see and how you're going to make your future presentations. Describe a presentation, enter its content or outline, or simply copy paste your content here from another document. इतना भी टाइप क्यों करना है? क्यों 5 मिनट भी क्यों लगाएंगे? So we go. I stopped the screen sharing. Now I will go to ChatGPT and I will ask ChatGPT to prepare a presentation on AI for finance. So I will share my screen again with you. Just a minute, so that you can see how it is done in real time while all of us are over here. Yeah, so new tab, Google, will share. There you go. I'll go on Gemini, gemini.google.com. All right, so I go where and I'll type create a presentation, create points for a presentation by a finance professional on the topic AI for finance. Let's just see what happens. So Gemini is just creating it, and this is what it has created: benefits of finance improve. All right. So we will take all of this and we'll just check if all of it would fit over there, or we'll just have to take the major topics. Yeah. I'll copy it over here. I will go to I'll go to the previous slide. Now we go to Prezi, and in Prezi we will see how we can use this. Yeah. Where did that presentation go? I think we'll click on create new presentation. AI template. Use this template. AI for finance. Anyone on the web? Continue. So this is generating the template. Once the template is generated, after that we put in our points. There we go. I'll try to put all of it. Let's just see if everything is taken. Yeah, it's taking everything. I click on generate, and now look at the magic what Prezi is going to do in creating an entire presentation for you in less than 5 minutes. So you can also select what colors do you want. You can click and customize the colors. There you go. Your presentation is ready. There you go. Pictures are taken. The context is put. Some points are already explained. You can add to it if you want to. You can give a call to action. So AI knows exactly what you have to do, what you want. Most of it will be ready. Some of it you will have to copy paste and then add more context to it and add more value to it. So this is how your entire presentation is done in less than 5 minutes. So I'll stop sharing the screen. Yes. So how many of you are going to actually try doing this? I want all of you to make at least one presentation on Prezi using AI. Use ChatGPT or Gemini to create content. Use Prezi to upload that content. So how many of you are going to do that? Mithal says Mithal is going to do it. Any more answers? Shelly, Akshay, definitely. I'll be very happy because all of you are putting to use the knowledge that you have. मतलब ज्ञान तो सब लोग देते हैं, उसको यूज कौन करता है? So if you guys are actually implementing it, I'll be very happy. Just leave a small thank you note using any of these tools. Create a small thank you note and put it on my LinkedIn. I'll feel very happy to read it that you actually put your knowledge to use. Akshay says he'll share it with me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mahavir Bhai says, I'm going to use it almost every day on cost reduction related matters. Excellent, excellent, sir. Excellent. I'm glad that this presentation is adding value to each of your lives. And if there's anything that you have that you would want to ask, please feel free to ask. And now we move back to my presentation. Let me just share the right kind. Just a minute, because I'm toggling between 3 different apps right now. There is Zoom, there is Prezi, and there is my screen, and then there's Prezi video. So 4. So I'm actually toggling between 4. So it's taking a little bit of a while. Just give me a minute. I will be able to go there and start my resume my presentation once again.
Vivek bhai, I had a
Yes.
query, please.
Sure, please go ahead.
Is Prezi something like a PPT only where we can use it offline, or we will have to use it online only? Internet connection, how is it like? Could you guide on that?
Sure. Prezi is an online software. Everything is done online. So if you will need an internet connection for making it, editing it, reviewing it, and also most importantly, while presenting it. So if you are going in an auditorium, let's say as a chartered accountant, you've got a large auditorium. So and in most cases, inside an auditorium, there is very limited connectivity. So if you are trying to connect your phone with the laptop that you're using and trying to use hotspot, in the most likely scenario, you won't get it. So what you have to do is you have to always tell your organizers that you will need Wi-Fi connectivity for presentation. So this is one thing you will need to keep in account. And Mithal has asked that can we prepare and share it via mail? See, this is not a PPT, so आप इसको download करके आगे forward नहीं कर सकते. Okay, but what you can do is every presentation gets a link. You can take that link and share that link. For example, I will share the link of this presentation, and by the end of this presentation, I will share the link of this presentation in the chat box. So you can take that link and you can view it for free. No need to register also for it. No need to download anything for it. However, if you want to see the graphics, the motion, the way the screen is changing and everything, it's best you download the Prezi app and then use the link over there. तो आपको एक user interface अच्छा मिलेगा, user experience अच्छा होगा आपका. Can you not download it? Madam, in the free version you cannot download it. In the paid version you can download it. So download, you can export it to PDF and download it. That is possible and that is doable. And as far as sharing is concerned, as I said, I will try to give you an example right now. Only na, hands-on experience. Can I share my presentation? Use of AI in business is the name of my presentation. I will see how can I share it. Yeah, so I will click on share and I will just share the link with you right away. So I will just click on copy link and I will share it in the chat box while I speak. So there you go. Yeah, I've shared the link over here, so anyone who wants it can will you all will have it. I'll share it even. I'll share it once again at the end of it as well. But anyone who wants this presentation, you can just take it directly from here. Yeah, so this is how it's done. And now as we go for, as we move to the presentation again, I will share my screen with the presentation. So, okay, now just a quick check again, once again with the organizers. Is my presentation again visible on the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, perfect. So we were on this slide which says, do you still use PPT? And most of us still use PPT, and nobody has used any other tool. So this was just one tool which I recommended that all of you should use and make the most of it. And one more good thing about Prezi is that it uses a lot of science, neuroscience in its elements. I'll tell you how. आप अभी इस screen पे हो. Now you enter in this, which is the slide or the tab which is called as presentation. And from presentation, you enter into this. Now it uses zooming in and zooming out to draw the attention of the user, to draw the attention of the audience. When someone takes you into something, your attention will be a little more on that rather than just changing slides from left to right or up to down. So it uses a lot of neuroscience behind it. There is a lot of neuroscience used behind the colors that are used in the presentation as well. So make the most of it. Somebody has developed it in the world. You only have to use it. Now, when it comes to various tools for presentation, I would suggest you can use Prezi, which there was a live demo given about what Prezi is. So Prezi has two things, right? One is AI-based generation and one is manual. So you have to use AI plus manual. Another website where you can download presentation slides for a proper PPT kind of an experience is TOME.app. So go over there and you can download what kind of presentation you want. What kind you can select the color combinations. You can select the the theme of your presentation, and you can download from there. There is another app called as Canva, CANVA. Canva is like Microsoft, like Adobe Photoshop or any of those other apps. So Canva gives you the benefit to use AI within its app, and if you want to make things by yourself, you can always make things by yourself. But Canva mein AI is a paid feature, whereas making manual content, making manual slides, pictures, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, everything can be used for free. Then there's something called as slidesgo.com. Slidesgo.com will allow for every email ID that you have, you can download 5 free presentations. So slidesgo.com will give you everything that you want in a presentation, of course, embedded with AI, and you can decide what kind of elements do you want, what do you want to take, which color combination do you want to select. You can select all of that. And 5 presentations are free, which you can download, but after 5, it becomes a paid version. So what generally a lot of people that I know what they do is they register with one more email ID and take 5 more. Then there's something called as magicslides.com, where you can use up to 3 presentations free per month, per email ID. So per registration, you can use 3 presentations. You can make 3 presentations using magicslides.com, and you can download them. Now going one step further, आपने presentation तो बना दिया, but what about making a website? There is a beautiful website called as 10web.io, where they will ask you what is the name of your company, what is the name of your product, what is the field in which you are. For example, you are a lawyer, you are a chartered accountant, you are a doctor, you are a businessman, trader, manufacturer, chemical manufacturing, textile manufacturing, whatever, agro-based, food-based, whatever is your line of business, you have to select that. Once you select that, they will ask you a few more questions. Do you want to make an e-commerce platform? Do you want to make a landing page? Do you want to make an informative website? What do you want to make? And after that, you have to select the layout that you want and just click on create. I have actually created one website. Of course, I have not hosted it. I tried it first. It worked beautifully well. But now the ugly part is that everyone tried doing that and everyone created website, but the conversion of websites into business was very less for this website. And 10web.io was actually the brainchild of an Indian tech developer. So now what 10web has done is that they say that you get a 30-day free trial. You want to use my website, put your credit card details in, use it for 30 days, and if you don't like it, then cancel it. But now what 10web does is that you have to at least give those details to use it. Earlier, when I had used it, you could use it, create whatever you wanted to, make as many websites as you wanted to, and then not pay. But now that option is not there. You can use a free trial, but your credit card details are required. It is a beautiful website. Believe me, you don't need a web designer after this. Any idea that you get, create a website for it, go on 10web, create a website for it, and put it up and running. They only do the hosting. They only will help you buy a domain. They will only host it. They will only design it, and they will only maintain it. So it gives access to a non-technical person to create websites, everything with a click of a button. And then for those who are doing a job and are looking to, let's say, improve their resumes, there's something called as Resume, and there's something called as Kick Resume. Of course, it has both paid and unpaid versions. You can use whatever you like in it, and it will help you to improve your resume. It will help you to add elements. It will change the language. It will tell you what should be added, what should not be added. It is an interactive experience, right? So it will give you how your header should look, what kind of picture should you select, what are the color combinations, which will draw the attention of the HR department of whichever company you're applying to. And I guess, and that's how it becomes a little bit of an interactive experience, and that's how it becomes that's how it helps you improve your resume if at all you want to make your own resume. Now with this, there are certain caveats that I would like to explain as I come towards the end of my presentation. It is shorter than anticipated. It was a 2-hour session, which I'm going to complete in 1 hour 15 minutes. So first and foremost, awareness is the key for AI. For anything that's generative AI, awareness is the key. You should know what to use to get what kind of results. This presentation was an attempt to make all of us understand how we can leverage different tools and products and apps which are already prevailing in the world and enhance our efficiency. First is to know, and second is to try. Knowing is good. A lot of you all have, not a lot of you, all of you all have known what those tools are. But now I want all of you all to try, not most of you all. Everyone should try. Everyone who's attended today's session must try and try to use all of these tools and techniques. Second, I want you all to know that there are a lot of risks involved as far as accuracy of data is concerned, as far as plagiarism is concerned. Plagiarism across the world is a major issue. In India, as such, not many people care about plagiarism. Plagiarism मतलब आप किसी का कुछ copy नहीं कर सकते हो. Okay, so I have also explained how to reduce the percentage of plagiarism by using multiple tools. Use 2-3 tools at a time, so plagiarism check में कहीं पकड़ा नहीं जाएगा. And then never rely fully, right? Humans are important. A lot of people asked me that, can AI replace human jobs? I say AI cannot replace humans, but AI can work together with humans to create superhumans. So can AI replace your job? No, AI cannot replace your job, but someone who knows how to use AI can definitely replace your job. So you need to be that someone who knows how to use AI. And I think JCF has taken a wonderful initiative of connecting so many people together to bring on one platform and take a technology subject from a finance and accounting perspective. So if there are any questions, feel free to ask questions. You can connect with me, email me, connect with me on LinkedIn. Each one of you all, please search for me on LinkedIn and connect with me. If you have any questions related to AI or related to generative AI or any upcoming emerging technology, emerge tech is what this is known as. Please feel free to reach out to me. There is also a very good product which I have not, which I did not speak about, and which I came to know just yesterday while I was trying to speak to someone who was into legal tech, like fintech. We've heard generative AI is something again that we've heard. There is something called as legal tech. Let's say you are a chartered accountant or a lawyer in India, and you have to create a contract for someone to create a contract to discuss the terms of engagement with a company in US. Now, you may not know how to draft that contract. Go on lawblocks.io, lawblocks, LAWBLOCKS, lawblocks.io. They have a template where they will generate a template by asking you certain information about yourself, information about the opposite company, where is it registered, in which state is it located in the US, because there is state law also. and on basis of your location, it will generate a particular draft. Once the draft is ready, the skeleton is ready, you only have to build on it. So and they claim that the draft is up and ready directly for signing. But as a chartered accountant and as a prudent practice, you should always look into it and read through it thoroughly once yourself. So go on lawblocks.io, register over there. Probably JCF may also have some kind of a tie up with them where they will train members of our organization on using these kind of emerging technologies. So go over there and explore that also. Law blocks is something I did not cover in this presentation. And this is a way to remain connected with me. Please email me your questions if you have any. And if you have any questions, let's take them right now. We have enough time on hand. So any questions?
Yes, Mittalji, if you could unmute yourself and speak it out.
Yeah, sure. I had a question regarding just now, as you said, for the law blocks.
Yeah.
So just wanted to understand, is it for any type of agreements that we want to draft, or is it only for agreements with the foreign contracts or a business contract sort of thing?
No, it works equally well for Indian contracts as well. So you need to explain to it what you want. Do you want a rental agreement? Do you want a non-disclosure agreement? Do you want an engagement letter? What do you want?
Okay. Great. Okay.
And
Thanks.
law blocks, for at least for a significant amount of time, is going to remain free. It also has something called as let's say, what do you call? It has got something like a Google Drive where you can upload all your company documents on blockchain for free. And after that, once it becomes chargeable, they will be charging around let's say 80 rupees for, let's say, uploading 8,000 documents. So $1 for document for uploading 8,000 documents. So they're permanent. As of now, they're free. And right now they're free is because right now in the crypto market there is a bull run. They made a lot of money themselves, and because they're a blockchain company, so they want to give out to the world. And I happen to know the co-founder, who also happens to be from our community only, and he's a lawyer. So he's offering it to a lot of people like this. So try law blocks. I highly recommend it. I think Mahesh ji has a question. Yes, Mahesh bhai.
हाँ विवेक सर, ये जो अपने प्रेजेंटेशन बनाते हैं तो सारे टूल्स जितने सब ऑनलाइन ही है, जैसे crazy.com ऑनलाइन है, तो और दूसरे जो टूल्स है वो भी सारे ऑनलाइन ही है?
हाँ सर, सारे टूल्स जितने भी डिस्कस किए ना, सारे ऑनलाइन है, बिकॉज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस ideally works only when there is when you're connected to the internet.
Okay.
So sir, 95% of these tools will be online. अगर एक आधा कोई by chance अगर offline भी चले तो बात अलग है, but rest everything works online only. Without internet they will not work.
Okay.
And in India data rates are very cheap, so using data is never a problem in India now.
नहीं, कहीं प्रेजेंटेशन करना हो जहाँ पे कनेक्टिविटी नहीं हो तो वहाँ पे फिर
नहीं सर, तो वहाँ के लिए what you can do is you can download, you can subscribe to the paid version of Prezi. तो आप डाउनलोड भी कर सकते हो ऑफलाइन प्रेजेंटेशन, वो है उसमें, पेड वर्जन में है.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू.
We've got one more question from Ramesh. Ramesh, you want to take up the question?
Yeah.
Okay, so his question is, how can we use AI in investments and trading in shares?
Like in Jiroda or Nuama app, how we can use that?
Correct.
Yeah.
So as I said, there is this very nice portal called as Jarvis Invest. Jarvis पे it's a paid version. आपको कुछ साल का 10,000 plus GST ऐसा कुछ लगता है.
Okay.
You can subscribe to it, and then you can automatically get recommendations on basis of what kind of portfolio do you want, which sectors do you want to invest, which are valued, which are low PE shares, which are high PE shares, where there is movement, where there is news. So you can use all of that, and you can try to let's say decide what should be your trading strategy.
Okay.
Vivek bhai, do you think that these options for share trading, they are effective enough?
I think I think they, as far as data crunching is concerned, they are effective because you can ask and filter out the list of companies on basis of their PE valuation, the book value. You can try to find out what is the volume at which they're trading. So all those things which you would have otherwise done yourself, you can ask them to do. But to rely for stock predictions is something at least I would not rely on. For that, I would rely on Hiral Bhai.
Sure. Thank you. Understood that.
Yeah.
Vivek bhai, Neeta Dharamshi madam wants to know, please let me know the AI tool for option trading. If you could
No.
just
It's not
type
an
that.
AI tool for option trading. It's not for option trading. It is only for stock research. And then on basis of your criteria, it will give you recommendations. It is not for options trading per se. Yeah, so Neetaji, I will just share the link with you over here. jarvisinvest.io. Sorry, it's .com, not that. All right, what I will do is anyone who wants all the names of everything that I've spoken today in one PDF file or something, message me on LinkedIn. I will share that document with everyone on LinkedIn. So anyone who wants all the names of everything that I've put in this presentation, just send me a message on LinkedIn. I'll create a document and I'll send everything to you in that one particular one pager.
I feel Vivek bhai, you have put everybody in a state of awe that they're just thinking that what can we ask more. So we need a follow-up session after maybe a week or so too, so that people would start understanding what has happened today.
No, Hiral
Hiral
bhai,
bhai, Hiral bhai, you
one
are
very wise
absolutely right.
person. Sorry, क्या बोल रहे
Hiral
हो?
bhai is absolutely right.
No, sir. So one very wise person told me that when people don't ask questions in your session, it means only two things. First is everyone understood everything, and second is no one understood anything. I will go with the first one. I'm assuming everyone understood everything.
Since it is on YouTube, so I'm going to view multiple time and use what you have discussed so far in last 1 hour,
Sure.
so that I can come out with the articles and that whatever you suggested using the technology for improving the communication with the clients and all those. Thank you so much. It was a
Yes.
great session. I think so far I have attended.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Neetaji, you can ask any AI for audit. So yeah, auditors desk and tally on wheels. You can try these two.
So I feel that most of the questions are exhausted, and people need to have that hands-on experience to gain more and more knowledge about the session. I would thank you, Vivek Bhai, and would request General Secretary JCF Mumbai Midtown, CA Mrinal Mehta, to please offer a hearty vote of thanks, a well-deserved hearty vote of thanks.
Thank you, Hiren Bhai. Vivek Bhai, this has been a wonderful session. Before I propose a vote of thanks, I would like to kind of confess that I was trying to use ChatGPT and Prezi to create a PPT for a VOT, but I thought that took a bit of a time, and I thought I'll need more of your help to take that up later on. So then I skipped that situation of showing across that presentation through Prezi. Uh, so that reminds me, or at least hints me, that we will need a more additional session for a hands-on experience. I mean, today what we got to know that so many apps are available, though those are all very user-friendly apps. I'm sure they would have those nuances to be learned, and I'm very sure that most of the participants would be interested in a hands-on workshop. So when we did a webinar now, we are very much sure that we would need a very detailed workshop on the use of these tools or very specific tools. So we will definitely call you or take your time for that session very soon on that. coming to this particular session, Vivek bhai, within the short span and the crisp presentation, you've given us so many facets on how AI and Chat GPT, or completely generative artificial intelligence can be used, not just for our practice, but also for the various other professional as well as personal reasons. And I'm sure that most of your suggested tools would definitely be getting a good amount of downloads in next few days. So on behalf of Midtown chapter of Giant Chartered Accountant Federation, I would propose a very well-deserved and a hearty vote of thanks to you, Vivek Bhai, for accepting our invite and making this wonderful presentation. I request everyone to carry a vote of thanks with a round of applause, and we look forward to more such sessions with you and your colleagues who could join us for this particular topic. And thank you, participants, for joining in for this wonderful session. The recording will definitely be available on YouTube, which you can repeat and review. And we'll try and share the links which Vivek Bhai would share with us through email, who have registered on the Google form. So we can do that if Vivek Bhai can share that file. We'll definitely reach out to all the participants on email. Thank you, Vivek Bhai, and thank you, Viral Bhai, for joining.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. And we also have Puneet Bhai with us now. So Puneet Bhai.
Closing remarks.
Actually, I was there for the entire session. So very interesting, very elaborative. Thank you very much, Vivek Bhai, for taking this, and thank you the Midtown team for taking up such interesting topic and engaging with more than 250 people and 60, 70 people online and many on YouTube. So very nice. This goes a long way in Midtown chapter history of creating fantastic webinars. So thank you, Hiral Bhai, Mrinal Bhai, the entire Midtown team, and Vivek Bhai, of course, for taking up such an interesting thing and making a lot of us engaged and more technologically strong. So that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We'll close the session. Thank you.